In 1913, Woodrow Wilson was America's president. In 1913, Woodrow Wilson agreed to the Federal Reserve Act. Nelson Aldrich, a senator, and Paul Warburg and a few of the Jewish families of Europe with Gentiles took over the monetary policies of the United States. In 1917, America got involved in the First World War. In order to fight that war, America had to borrow money, and that's when the debt started. Because when she borrowed money, she had to borrow it from somewhere. Federal Reserve have money printed, you borrow it, you pay the expenditures of war, and all you bought was paper, but this paper has interest attached to it, even though it's based on nothing. Just try to follow me. Don't go to sleep. You've been asleep for 400 years. It's time to wake up today. Now look. After World War I, the debt started climbing. They wanted to draw America into World War II. That was a European thing. Hitler and the boys. But in order for America to get involved in World War II in Europe, she had to borrow more money. The debt started escalating. Then Japan attacked. America borrowed more money. And the more money she borrowed, in 1933, America went off the gold standard. So there wasn't nothing after 1933 to back this. So after that was nothing. And in 1971, it was completed. No more gold. And in the 70s, you could buy an ounce of gold for $35 an ounce. And I was with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad one day, and he pulled out a gold coin and put it on the table. And he said, in the future, this would be the medium of exchange. Because the paper will lose its value. Now, I want to quickly show how the debt has climbed. After World War II, the Korean War. Every time America went to war, she had to borrow money. There was a time when America would borrow money from her own citizens. We used to buy war bonds. We used to buy treasury bonds and securities that we would keep in a safe for our children. And they would say in 5 years or in 10 years, you can cash this bond in and you will get this plus interest. You remember that? But today, 52% of America's burgeoning debt is owned by foreign governments. So it ain't no more that we could sell bonds to our citizens. We sell bonds to China. We sell bonds and securities to Japan. We sell bonds and securities to Great Britain. Let me show you who owes what. This kind of stuff is classroom stuff. But every time you come to this house, it'll be a classroom. Look, according to this pie graph, intragovernmental debt, $3.794 trillion. The publicly held debt, which is still government responsibility, $2.674 trillion. But the publicly held foreigners' debt, rather that America owes, is $2.240 trillion. The Japanese have bought up $649 billion of American bonds and securities, plus they have $1.2 trillion in foreign currency reserves. The largest currency reserves in the world is in China. You see why America would jump on Cuba, a communist country 90 miles away, and talk sweet to China, a communist country? Because China got America by the testicles. I use that language because every male in here knows how painful that is. The Chinese, in bonds and securities, $354 billion. The British, $249 billion. OPEC, that's the oil-producing countries, $102 billion. Korea, $66 billion. Taiwan, $63 billion. The Caribbean banks, $63 billion. Germany, $56 billion. Hong Kong, $55 billion. Brazilians, $54 billion. Canadians, $49 billion. Luxembourg, $38 billion. Mexico, $36 billion. The French, $31 billion. Singapore, $29 billion. Swiss, $27 billion. The Turks, $24 billion. The Swedes, $19 billion. The Irish, $19 billion. The Dutch, $18 billion. The Thais, $17 billion. The Israelis, $17 billion. The Belgians, $15 billion. The Indians, $15 billion. The Italians, $14 billion. The Poles, $13 billion. And all others, $148 billion. Now, when you go and turn on the news and you find out that China has some American ports, you say, well, how did that happen? Come on. The Arabs got so much and so much. The Chinese got. Well, I read that even on I-90, that's right, on the toll booth area, that has been sold to Spain. And, wait. When America owes all this money all over the world, she's the largest borrower of all the nations in the earth, almost combined. Yes, sir. Look at this now. When you owe a lot of money, sometimes in order to get some money back to pay your liabilities, you sell off your assets. Look, family, I just want to come straight to you. The aggregate wealth or worth of 3,000 by 2,000 miles, continental United States of America, is $41 to $50 trillion. All the federal buildings that are in America and all over the world are $1.26 trillion. Now, all these people that America owes, suppose they say, well, wait a minute, America not doing too good. We want to call the debt.